dangerous grass for the drafting phase. I don't know. Are we going to see another Hellcurt? There's a good example. There was a good reason the last time in terms of comp. Now you have a map that encourages it.
Oh, look at this. Black Santa's banning out the Leomord. Didn't thought I would see a Leomord ban on first ban here. Alter Ego banning out the Boxia, the Esmeralda, as well as the Valentina. And for Black Santa's banning out the Jushin, the Leomord, as well as Sora. In terms of first pick, the Yuzong is still open, but they want to make sure that they don't give over that Grok. Smart pick here. Now for Black Sentence, how do they respond? The Eve is still open. I feel like Eve Yuzong is going to be a pretty good opener for Black Sentence, or Eve Haya, Eve Yushin, get that priority.
Well, a common thing to be doing for Alter Ego is that they like leaving Nino's pick until like later on, because him getting a favorable matchup has always been like a very great win condition for Alter Ego. So we'll see if that happens again here.
Yep. We need to see those first two picks coming in from the side of Black Sentence, right? Do they want to go with that opening, or do they want to just make sure, you know what, power picks are going to be good anyways. We let the Grok through on purpose. We got a bigger plan. That's going to be the Yishin Shin lock-in with the 67% win rate overall in the tournament. And there we have it, the Eve.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, Alter Ego, they might be going for either a Lance Haya, and then probably picking up the Yuzong if they have that in their toolbox. If they really want a winning matchup, I don't think there's a lot that can really deal with the Yuzong other than, I don't know, an Alice.
Right. Even then, in the laning phase, that's quite a brutal matchup too for the Alice even. So, have to wait and see. The Farsa is actually what's shown first here. Good artillery battle. Is throwback to what, season 8 with a long range, but the Claude that's been so popular here, taken by Alter Ego.
I actually like the Claude as well as the Farsa pick, because they actually do well against the openings of Black Sentence.
They do extremely well, and I think the best part about this is the fact that it's just like, not only am I like taking away potential counter picks, but at the same time, I've set this up basically perfect for the side of AE. A strong Grok opener, finding a counter pick into the Eve, but at the same time, still having the same level of scalability. Hilda going to be the final pick here in the first phase as we move on into the second ban phase.
I'm not really seeing the logic behind the Hilda pick, to be honest. No one can really be hardcore bullied just yet. They might be trying to force Yazuki away from assassins. That might be the idea. But again, he has fighters in his arsenal, so this is a very expensive maneuver from BSE, and we'll see if it pays off.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if they pick up Hilda here, they can actually ban out the EXPs and then force them to use... If they can use Assassin, they already counter. If they use Fighter, then the usage might be free.
Yep. Potential peel as well. The only thing that I'm concerned about is, as Arashi has mentioned, is this too expensive, especially that the only people who right now benefit from the armor reduction is going to be the Yishin Shin, right? Now that Uranus is getting banned, as expected, the EXP getting targeted for the side of Black Sentence, AE banning out the carry.
I would say this is also in a way flexible pick. There is a world where this Hilda could go on to EXP, right? They pick up a Gatot later, so then you kind of have a pretty good front line. It really depends on what is going to be the next ban. If they ban out something like the Yuzong, then I think there's a higher chance that they can actually put Hilda on EXP.
Yeah. I like the red side first three. I think the real question is whether or not they even consider like another, like as much as I do like the Gatot, they can even pivot a little bit more into Kalia, and then maybe depending on what the goal relationship is going to be, go maybe into Beatrix, knowing you're going to have a tough time, but it's still okay. At least there's plenty of setup.
Yeah, I feel like for Black Sentence, if they pick up a gold laner here, they can really hide this here, Hilda, where she's going. The only real question is what's up. Like, what's up now? You know, there's no carry, there's no hire. The claw has been taken away. Going up against a far side, even something like a 1-1 won't have a good time here.
Well, if BSE shows their gold laner, if it doesn't have Shred, then I think it opens up the Phobius potential for Alter Ego. And Nino is a very well-known Phobius abuser.
If you've knowing how Phobius is like, it feels like walking through the mud. But when Nino plays it, it feels like there's shrapnel in the mud as well. It feels like you can't walk into it without some kind of damage.
What about just taking something like a Ruby?
Yes. Right? Waiting for that. The double fighter potential composition from the side of BS.
Yeah. Could work, could work.
Experience the youth.
Oh, whoa, hang on a second.
Okay, if Alter Ego picks up something like a Phobius, it's GG.
If they get
Actually, no,
something
they have
like
an Eve. I think the Eve is actually okay
How
against
about
things like that.
the Lapu, bro?
Yeah, either or.
Like Lapu goes in, Yves, Granger, and Yusun all have
Yeah.
to just back away.
True. Honestly, even something like an Alice. That's actually quite a lot of EXPs.
Yeah, Alice would work too.
Yeah.
I think the question is, what do they need the EXP to do? Do I need somebody
Die.
to disrupt Yves, or do I need somebody who needs the peel? Because considering the engage tools and the potential mobility, they've got range on their side. So let's see how Zephyr communicates with the team, right? He's probably looking at Alec and Arfi is thinking, you know what? We've already kind of secured your position. What would you need to get that space to find those angles? Oh, beautiful. That's what I want to see.
Oh man, that's crazy. The Lapu Lapu is already such a big threat, but now with the Fanny as well, there is no solution here. And if BSE wants to try and get something, they're liable to have no stoppers, right? They either have no solid front line or they don't have crowd control. They're gonna rock in a hard place right here.
Really, really difficult. And not to mention that the mid lane is going to be pretty difficult to contest at level 1. I'm thinking like if I'm in BSE's overall comp, I want to deny the purple buff, but that depends highly on the EXP. And sure, you could trade, but you don't have great wave clear after the 8th minute or at least the 6th minute.
Okay, so this Akai looks like it's going to be Akai roam here, and the Hilda will go on to the EXP. So I would say Alter Ego, they brought out a very Indo draft.
Yes, I think that's very accurate of a statement. And for Black Sentence, they saw the aggression and they're like, we need something, we need some peel. I don't know if the Akai is going to be enough though, especially before level 4. A meme here in Indonesia, we say it's a vlogging Akai. You can't do much except just like get info until level 4.
Yeah, I mean, like, he can deal okay damage, but I don't know if it's okay to deal like Farsa as well as Grodd. They kind of do quite a lot of damage as well, in case you guys haven't been playing for a while. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 4 best of 1. If you guys can hear the crowd, it's pretty clear that Alter Ego are the favorites here. But hey, if Black Santa is able to win this one out, then hey, shout outs to Latam.
Hey man, Latam, they've got the most passionate fans I've ever seen. If we're talking about how loud they could be, Latam is one of those contenders next to Indonesia. Now, let's see how this plays out, right? Because again, the laning phase is so critically important for the side of Black Sentence. And Orochi immediately on that proxy, he knows what he's doing. On the opposite end, I want to see this mid lane because Stefe and as well as Shin don't exactly have the easiest lane, but for Shin it's a lot easier to start harassing their opponents.
I think BSC have a bit of an advantage when it comes to the laning phase, the poking, the clear. But if they get too overzealous there, that's where Yasuke comes in with the Fanny. And this guy's Fanny is really, really good. So make no mistake, this is a dangerous pick to let go.
Speaking of dangerous picks, Yasuke managed to at least secure himself a Litho Wanderer, losing a good chunk of his health. But man, the Akai, it does do a good, decent chunk of damage in the early game.
Yeah, I just want to see whether Stefe.
Nope. Oh, did he miss Shin? Oh.
Okay, so either Stefe is actually good on that Akai, or it's just a respawn for that Fanny, right? I'm just worried that they're like panicking, like, oh, we need some kind of answer. Can you use the Cho? I'm not comfortable with the Cho. Okay, pick up an Akai. I just want to see whether he's efficient on it or this is a force pick.
Well, I really hope that he is efficient on it because Stefe is one of the older players on the team previously with Malvinas Gaming, S11.
For me, like Cho, Akai, these are the kind of heroes. If I don't spam, I completely forget how to play these heroes.
Right, there's a lot of mechanics involved there, muscle memory as well, split-second decisions. Right now, level 4 is rolling around, and it seems like Black Sentence are the ones with a bit of an advantage. Orochi!
He should have known better. Tries to flicker out of there, and Yasuke, he catches him. Really good coordination between Yasuke and as well as Alec. Great positioning on the wall, making sure that he can really maximize those cables.
Yeah, makeshift wall there for more damage. That's a new one we haven't really seen. Usually the walls are meant to block out the Fanny, but the cutthroat timing as well to follow through with the flicker, man, Yasuke is sharp with it.
Let's see how sharp they can actually get, because now we're starting to get into the level 4 territories, and that's when things get a little crazy, because now Nino can start to participate in these fights rather than letting Orochi kind of do whatever he wants in lane.
Yeah. Right now, honestly, Alter Ego, they're doing a good job getting a lot from a Black Sentence. Everyone has been zoned out. Looks like the Yushin is just going to be farming up. That is the correct call. Just gotta let go. You're not in a good spot to fight.
No need. Feathered airstrike already. Tied on Bush is on the run. Yasuke still fights him. And while that happens, Hujume gaps Shin.
That's crazy. You see them respect Alter Ego's aggression, but oh, look at that headbutt.
Okay, Yasuke manages to get. He is crispy with it. Look at those U-turns.
Almost died though.
Tech charge.
Doom will not be able to get that kill. Alter Ego just showing Black Sentence the good old Indonesian aggression.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Man, you just hear Shinzo Sasageo whenever he just flies by, man. It's so good right now. Alter Ego, they know they want to be aggressive, and despite Black Sentence trying to respect it and play around it, Alter Ego are just finding situations. They latch on to the purple buff, to the turrets, to the stuff that Black Sentence can't ignore.
Whoa! Dive on towards the side. The cutthroat comes through, but it's just not enough. Another flicker out, a potential punish. Shin manages to walk away from the feathered airstrike at least. He's starting to create, at least for Hijime, a pretty huge lead in terms of raw EXP, denying Shin actually any income from walking up to the lane.
And actually, if you look at the emblems earlier for Hijime, he went with the Bargain Hunter. So despite being a vulnerable hero, he recognizes that with the composition at hand, Black Sentence are going to have their hands full trying to play defensive instead of going at him. But look at Nino 1v2.
Yep, and now he's got Alec to back him up. Gets hit by the turtle ball. Oh, the mighty swing hits 2, and Alec tech charges 3 to bail Nino out of there.
Oh, it's not over yet. Yazuki tries to find someone. Shin is there, has to flicker out. Looks like it is going to be safe. Yazuki does not have the energy for it.
I think I hear the Jaws theme. I know it's not playing on stream right now, but I can hear it loud and clear in my head because you can just see Yasuke. He wants to get in there. He really wants to take him out. And Steppe manages to body slam out of there just in that time, but still a missing and stolen orange buff.
This Grok is such a big problem for Black Sentence.
They can't really afford to take a tech charge right now. And so despite the tools that they have, they can't really do much because of the threat from Alter Ego being that much higher.
Yeah, this is the problem. If we give a team from Indonesia strong mid duo, hide on push, has to get away.
Oh, and Hijime finds the cleanup. Steppe the next to fall. Nino sets it up. Hijime knocks him down.
Might be too early, but it seems GG, man.
Well, dude, I don't think it's completely unplayable just yet. They still have their T1s up.
But look at Kyle just standing there, dude.
I mean, for now. Now, I'm saying it's like GG just because both Shin and Hide on Bush is having such a hard time. And Doom is not having an easy time either.
And they know he doesn't have his flicker backup as well. Man. His flicker comes up in 5 AE, keeping every cooldown on lock.
The layup, dude, immediately just juggling the aggro, going for the burst damage. The communication in between this team is just so good right now. You can tell from how they are playing. It seems like there's no words needed.
No!
Abandon, no!
I mean, RV, he's taking a side of this, but he hasn't taken it at the very end. Hijime wants it, tries to outplay him, flickers out of there. One more, and Doom gets the shutdown on Hijime.
At least they're on the board now, right? I think he has Kai Piercer, so that's good. Because without it, Granger really does nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Hijime had it coming, dude.
Yeah.
He is so disrespectful.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Tech charge, beautiful setup here. As once again, Alter Ego have gotten underneath the skin of Black Sentence, owning their jungle, taking every buff as it spawns.
Well, I know who's my MVP.
Oh boy, Hide on Bush. He's trying his best here, but Alex completely zones him off. Like Lafell mentioned, this Grok is too big of a problem.
Actually, first item, the Chastise Pauldron as well.
Wow.
Yeah, probably wants that heal and make sure that Hide on Bush has a very slow attack animation.
You do see in Indonesia, that's a thing, you know, even without like attack speed heroes on the other side, the healing alone makes it value.
Yeah.
Because you can bait so many things. But ooh, Yasuke, definitely in the back of the minds of Black Sentence whenever they're on the map, especially Hide on Bush along with Orochi. No real easy crowd control there. They always have to think twice before moving up.
It's a nerve-wracking situation for them because again, BSE, they don't want to make any more mistakes from this point onwards. They're already down by 5,000 gold, and the tech charge connects. Feathered airstrike into the mighty swing. The layup after layup after layup.
Disgusting.
Maybe a bit of mercy. You know, just you know, let them breathe.
I don't know, man. Alter Ego is not known to be the merciful team. Whenever they're winning, they just start yelling, Bantai!
I mean, it's so true. Have you seen how dedicated the fans are? If they're not playing for themselves, they got to reward the investment of these 100 people, and 4 of them with drums? I think it's 3?
It's usually 3, I think. One big one, there's a snare drum in there somewhere. They have a whole, like, setup, man.
It's too much. It's too much. But right now they're silent because they're waiting for the next play to occur. And Steffe, he's got to be so careful.
Actually, at this point, if you want to win, who has the better fans, right? You just have to bring a podcast setup. Oh. Big gets caught there. Looks like he's going to get taken out by Bush. Yasuke tries to find an angle. Bush is the target. Just gets taken down by Orochi. Doom dealing damage from behind. Steph is still staying under the turret after he gets a double kill. And now Doom waiting for an opportunity, but looks like Alter Ego overstepped their welcome.
2-for-2 trade. And honestly, considering that Black Sentence has been so far behind, this is a pretty big win for them. The gold lead barely changes. 6.2k at this point. They take out Yasuke to hopefully try and get Bush back into the game, but since they traded 1-for-1, he's still going to be 3 levels down, and now Orochi getting gunned down too.
Force the flicker immediately. Black Sentence not allowed to have any tools available for the offense. That was definitely an overextension though by Alter Ego, and something that they're known to do a lot less nowadays, but that used to be almost their identity. But as far as the structural damage goes, Alter Ego are just being so efficient right now. Even without a Lord, Black Sentence are having structures falling left and right.
Oh yeah, they are snowballing like crazy. Steffe has already been found out. Good thing Yasuke was able to spot it out. Good tech, Nino going in with the bravest fighter right now, but he's locked against the wall. Unfortunately, oh wait, the tech charge comes on through to set up for the real world manipulation. Shin at least tries to disengage him, but Bush ends up dying anyways, and the blazing duet is more than enough, but doesn't find any heads. None on the chopping block.
If only Doom had 2 more stacks on the Sky Piercer, I feel like he could have gotten the kill.
Yeah, he could have. He could have.
I mean, the what if game, man. If my grandma had wheels, she would have been a bike. But she isn't, so unfortunately, Black Sentence.
Oh, wait, he didn't have it? He just bought the Sky Piercer.
We all assumed he had it this entire time.
Did he not?
He
At
went
9 minutes?
He went Malefic Roar second item. Hunter Strike, Malefic Roar second item. He was trying to be cost efficient.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't willing to take the risk.
I mean, I guess he didn't get that many kills, so it
Exactly.
doesn't matter.
They didn't lose out on too much, so maybe that's the wise move. But look at the macro play here with Yasuke being so mobile. There's not much Black Sentence can do. Maybe trade the Lord for a pickoff. That's about the only play available.
And I think even if they do that, they'll still be at a losing situation no matter what. So Black Sentence just have to take it on the head, right? Take their licks, walk away, focus on scaling and getting Bush into a better position at the very least. Because Shin, he's scaling up nicely, but he doesn't have the EXP, so he doesn't have the base damage to really bring the full effect of Eve.
And this Eve is just under so much pressure so far with the tech charge, with the Fanny, the cutthroats, that Shin we haven't seen a lot of long-channeled real-world manipulations. Alter Ego are quite literally just running over Black Sentence, and here we go again, another pauldron.
I gotta say, it hurts for 2 things. Number 1, a Kai fleeting time, okay. And 1 item on Bush. Not really looking all that great.
Help. I mean, he's trying his best. He's got 2 Legion swords, but he can't afford a BOD. They're too expensive. Oh my goodness.
His economy is crazy.
His economy is crazy. He's got hidden gold somewhere. Maybe crypto. Who knows? Hujime now with the lightning truncheon. They can do it one more time. But now the heavy spin comes on the RP side. He gets out just in time. With the help of the BMI. Orochi could not finish him off. And here comes Yasuke coming to clean them up. Finds 1 in Orochi and Doom. And now the rest back away. They need to get the inhibitors as they need to defend. Black Sentence trying their absolute best here. Feathered Airstrike off a cooldown. Shin gets blasted. Flickers out before the last connection.
Oh, wow. In the end, it's only 1 base turret. Black Sentence, all things considered, have defended well, but they're 10k gold behind. And they go quite literally locked inside their base, man. There is nowhere safe.
I was worried that Steffe locks RP and be like, I can't stay here and do nothing.
Oh! Talking about doing nothing, the Blazing Duet says everything! The Black Sentence now in trouble, in fear. Quickly purifying with the help of the heavy spin. Steffe trying to get on out of there. Even Hujime says no! Feathered Airstrike with a flicker to secure the kill, and now straight for the base tech charge to buy some time, but it's all but too late. Alter Ego Esports take the win. GG, well played.
They don't just take the win, they snatch it right in front of Black Sentence's faces. Man, they got a lot of comfort picks available. They got this good reactive draft. You can't help but feel bad for Black Sentence. They did not have an avenue of approach.
I mean, this is one of those things where until you face it, you can't prepare it.
Yep.
You can't prepare against it because the picks might have been picks that you fought against before. But the thing about playing in Indonesia, they have places to be. Everyone needs the toilet. Game ends 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 12 minutes. This might be the fastest game of the day. It ended at 12:24.
Yep.
Alter Ego, they're just accelerating, man.
They are, and it's beautiful to see. This is every AE fan's dream, to see them soar to these type of heights, to show, hey, it's not because we like to fight, it's because it's the meta.
Look at this again, like the way that RP played, Yazuke, Hijume, like every single one played it very well. We gotta look at how it started, where basically Alter Ego prevented any movements coming in from mid. And then later on, hard targeting onto Shin and Hyde on Bush, the main carries for the team. Because again, it's very unfortunate. You really don't have to care about a Granger.
Yep.
As long, you know, it's actually better that you don't go towards the Granger because you don't give him kills.
Yep.
And if he doesn't get kills, he's not gonna get stronger. So the best way to deal with the Granger is like dealing with a hater. Just ignore him.
Yep. And I think that, at least for Arfi, he understood that. Because his trades are so snappy. He made sure he punished him in that lane.
And it's crazy. A lot of people have been praying for Granger to finally get out of viability. But man, we're really seeing it struggle at this point.
Yep. And now we're throwing it over onto the stage with Brigida for an interview with Alter Ego.
Thank you so much to our casters. And now on stage, we have with us Alter Ego! We have Nino, Hijume, and we are also joined by Analyst Sticks. Thank you so much for joining us. So we have some questions for you guys. And I'll be starting with Nino here, okay? Nino. Okay. So you've been with Alter Ego through thick and thin. So you've stayed with them for so long. You've been through a lot. Now, I want to ask you, how does it feel that you're one win away from finally qualifying to the knockout stage?
Apa yang ngerasain satu game lagi kita bakal
Bahasa Indonesia aja ya bang. Ya. Yang aku rasain justru seneng banget sih karena kita kerja keras juga kan sebelum M7. Artinya apa tuh?
Okay. Nino said like he was so happy, like we've been practice so hard.
Jadi perjuangannya nggak sia-sia aja. Cuman belum puas aja, pengennya juara itu aja.
Okay, but our journey is not complete yet. Like we still need to practice harder like that.
All right. Okay, I see. Oh, speaking of journey, I want to talk to Hijume this time because you've been quite the journeyman. You've been through different teams, let's say. Now, what makes Alter Ego different from all your other or previous teams?
Apa yang bikin AE beda dari tim-tim yang lain?
Mungkin bedanya di kita itu perang terus dibanding tim lain. Kan kalau tim lain kayak save doang kan kalau di turnamen. Mungkin kita tabrak biasanya.
Maybe because we're always fight like the other team like playing safe like that.
So that's the main difference for you. All right, so I'll give this last question to Analytics since you're already joining us here on stage. What do you have to say to all the Alter Ego fans who've been making so much noise and have been supporting you so much since yesterday? You could see them over there. Any message you would like to tell them?
Can I use bahasa or?
Of course.
Makasih udah datang di hari kedua ini juga. Dukung terus, semoga kita bisa stay sampai tanggal 25 ya. Amin.
Thank you so much once again. That's Alter Ego. And I believe now is about time that we break down what happened in that previous game together with our casters.
Thank you very much, Brigida. And speaking of, does Alter Ego have a specific name for the fans, like split personalities?
The split personalities. I mean, I think it's
That
just...
wouldn't be bad, you know? Or just the personalities?
I hate the fact we were thinking the exact same thing.
Oh, really?
Think of that too?
Yeah.
It's a Malaysian thing.
It's the schizophrenics.
Yeah. You gotta experience it to understand, you know?
Shout out mental health.
Yeah, shout out to mental health.
I think it's just Alter Champs.
All the
Oh,
time.
okay, that one sounds good.
I like split personalities better. Whatever.
Well, let's look at our MVP of this particular game. Because I think without a doubt, it's Nino. It's a Nino on this one. Now, there were a couple of moments where I thought that maybe Nino is engaging a little too hard. He dies, but then he nets 4 for the team almost every single time they get into an altercation, with 2 exceptions. The 2-for-2 trade, and then right at the very end. But other than that, great engages, great zoning.
It really feels like, again, he used to be the guy that always goes in no matter what. With the maturity comes the selectiveness, because you see him kind of take a chill pill. It's Alec making the big plays happen. It's Yasuke, it's Hijime, right? He was chilling the whole time, all the way until that base fight. We're going to see it later, but man, they were playing quite disrespectfully, man. They know they had a Black Sentence beat in the burst the department, in the regen department. He just kept going at it, no problem. So eventually, especially Hijime, started getting punished, but the team, it's almost like they know that's gonna happen, so they just prepared the answer immediately.
Yeah, if I know my medication, the effects were out pretty fast. So he's just like, doctor's like, for the first 8 minutes, you're okay. After that, no promises. All on you, buddy.
Is that in your prescription? He literally wrote that out, and it's just like, I'm sorry, sir. Because that's how it definitely feels when you are in BSE's position, right? Because you're so far behind when it comes down to the raw gold that moments like this, when you actually find a game-winning play, you can't capitalize on it. Arfi walks away with 1/4 of his HP.
Regen's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Look at this. Oh, man, beautiful. Dude, it's a 3-man, like, long-distance combo. It was Nino, and then it was Arfi, and then Yasuke from downtown. From so far away, they still had that synergy. It's so good to watch.
It's great. It's really, really great. And AE is just one of those teams that are exciting to watch when they are ahead, because you don't know how creative they can get with their flanks.
Yeah, honestly, AE is looking pretty good. And I guess this is the real challenge for Black Sentence, and now they understand where the competition really stands, because this is against Alter Ego. They are pretty strong, but there are other teams here that people would argue on a power ranking scale is much higher. If you think that was fast, other teams can accelerate much faster. So for Black Sentence, this is the first real taste. After this, they got to start being a little bit careful, because now they're in the 1-1 slot.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of those where you have to start digging into the competitive play and competitive history of these players, right? Because again, how did this Fanny get let through onto Yasuke?
Yeah.
Most Indonesians are looking at that as like that was their biggest mistake, but truly, I think that BSE was leaning into a composition that they were comfortable with, and the second half of that draft had a little bit of patchwork done.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they can make an argument because they ban out Nino, right? They ban out the Yuzong, they ban out the Uranus, and both heroes does do a lot against their lineup, right? So it's kind of like like pick your poison, right? Would you want to deal with the Fanny, or do you want to deal when Nino is on that Yuzong? Do you want to deal with Nino on that Uranus? Either or, it's a bad choice.
Yeah.
They have to start all the way from the beginning, because again, if they let Nino have the Yuzong immediately, we immediately spotted it, the Yi Sun-shin and the Yves, right? Too dangerous. So if they want to shift over, ban more Yasuke heroes, then they also have to shift over from that Yi Sun-shin and Yves. So that's why it gets so confusing, because with Alter Ego, the game isn't just played on paper. It really is like momentum based.
No, honestly, based on this game, I feel like even if the draft changed, I feel like Arfi can just carry, because his quad, that was something, man.
Dude, I don't deny it. It's great to see Arfi come back to an international stage and just feel comfortable rather than I'm